words, but that's a song that has been in my head since I got the Spirit Speaks for this episode. Okay, hello, my name is Patience. My name is Patience. I am your psychic intuitive host of Spirit News on Spotify, where we teach you about your non-physicalness. Here on YouTube, we do psychic collective reads for psychic development. And on our TikTok, you can go check out our ascension process. So our Spirit Speak episode today, and these are just from the Necrometer. These are the words that and names that are constantly coming up, and I take screenshots of them because Spirit clearly wants to talk about these people, but I didn't know, this is like months of Spirit saying some of the same names over and over again. So I was like, how can I bring the message forward? They clearly have messages about these people. So they have to get out, and I'm here to be of service. I am your astral journalist, bringing you higher perspectives of linear views and giving you an eagle eye view of what the energy is saying. So the Spirit Speaks today, or right now, is Anna, Stop Me, Children. Okay? So I asked Spirit, what songs can you show me to help me understand the energy and where we're going with this, all right? And so the first song, I was laughing. I was like, what? I have never heard this song in my life, okay? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me take this out of my ear. Turn it off. Okay, sorry. Okay, so the song had me laughing. I was like, oh my god, okay. So the first song is Pussy Talk by City Girls, and it goes, look boy, this pussy talk English, Spanish, and French. Boy, this pussy talk euros, dollars, and yens. Boy, this pussy talk Bentley, Rovers, and Benz. Boy, this pussy talk fly private to islands to M's. Boy, this pussy talk Birkin, Gucci, Chanel. Boy, this pussy talk Louis, Poochie, YSL. Boy, this pussy make movies wetter than a whale. Pussy choose and draft NFL, ching ching. Don't nothing but cash make this pussy talk. Nothing but a bag make this pussy talk. Should break her back to be put on the map. Okay, so I think it's pretty obvious what Spirit's saying here. This person is basically she's a gold digger. Okay, she's a gold digger. All she cares about is the clout. She uses her pussy as a way to get what she wants. I mean, she's practically a prostitute. She's having sex with who God knows what, for euros, dollars, yens. She's having sex for Bentley, Rovers, Benz. She's going to private islands. She's basically an escort. Okay, so Anna's an escort. And then another song came on right after that Spirit gave me, and it's by Beyonce. And I never heard these songs in my life. That Spirit just plays the songs. And I put it on shuffle, and then I say, okay, Spirit, tell me the song, and I press play, and whatever song comes up. And the second song was Beyonce, Break My Soul, the Queen's remix. And it says, I, mother of my house, vow to keep my fucking mouth to myself. You make me smile, I vow to love thy hater. I believe in you, you can do it. Release your anger, release your mind. Release your job, release the time. Release your trade, release the stress. Release the love, forget the rest. You can do it. Release, repress, suppressed, regressed. Redirect all that anger to me. Give it to me. I'm built for this. I can take it. You can do it. So clearly, Anna's a hater. She must be, it says, I, mother of my house, vow to keep my fucking mouth to myself. I was like, damn, Beyonce. And then it says, you make me smile. I vow to love thy hater. That's what God says. Love thy neighbor. So this person's clearly hating on you, collective, and she can't keep her fucking mouth to herself. She can't keep her name out your mouth is basically what Beyonce is saying, because she's hating on you, probably because she's got to do a lot of things just to make money. She has to be an escort to make money. So maybe she's hating on you because, you don't have stress. It says release your trade, release the stress. Maybe she's hating on you because you're doing something she wants to do. And it says release, repress, suppress, regress. So because of her inability to redirect her anger or release her anger about her situation, her job, the fact that she has to have sex for money. I mean, she's basically a prostitute, honestly, a sex worker. And so she, for some reason, can't keep your name out of her mouth. And she's your hater. So she's probably going around town telling everybody lies about you because you release the stress and you aren't as, you're not in her position. You must be doing better than her in her perception. She perceives you as, she's comparing herself to you. She's coveting thy neighbor. She's comparing what she doesn't have to what you have is basically what's going on. And so what that does to you is it, when you live in a field where you're constantly comparing what you have or don't have to somebody else, you're putting marks on your field that will start distorting who you really are. And so I thought it was interesting that it says release, repress, suppress, regress. So it's like she's repressing how she really feels, and she's basically she's directing her anger at you, collective, because she wants to be doing what you're doing, but she has to make her pussy talk, Boy, this pussy talk English, Spanish, and French. Boy, this pussy talk euros, dollars, and yens. She basically is some kind of escort or something, probably to make ends meet, she probably has a lack mentality that keeps her in a really low vibratory field because she's suppressed and regressed. So she's not moving forward. She must be stuck in some kind of cycle or loop, and she has to use her pussy to just to have sex to get money, to extra money for her bills and stuff. Okay, so that's our spirit speaks. We're gonna start with that. Okay. When I heard that song, City Girls get them on, and they're like, pussy top, pussy top, pussy, pussy, pussy. I was like, oh, it's a lot of pussies in that song. Okay. So you're spot on today, but her name is Chastity, not Anna, and you patients are absolutely gorgeous. Oh. Actually, I know a Chastity from high school that made her pussy talk as well. Hey, this could be lots of people. It could be lots of people because it's a collective read, so it's gonna be an energy. And energy is fluid, and it can apply to a lot of people. And thank you so much for saying I'm gorgeous. I appreciate that. I do feel a little gorgeous today, a little more gorgeous than I normally do. Feeling fabulous. All right, where to next? Oh, you know what? Let's try to give Anna some power. She wants to use her pussy for power. Let's try to empower her the right way. Give her some encouragement to get out of her situation so she can stop being a hater. Okay? Spirit, how can we stop Anna from being a hater? Or Chastity, however it fits. Okay. This is from Women Who Run with Wolves. Okay? Myths and stories of the wild woman archetype. This is perfect for her, right? The running and hiding phase is the time during which lovers try to rationalize their fear of life, death, life cycles of love. Aw, Anna. They say, I can do better with someone else, or I don't want to give up my fill in the blank, or I don't want to change my life, or I don't want to face my wounds or anyone else's, or I'm not ready yet, or I don't want to be transformed without first knowing in absolute detail what I will look like and feel like afterwards. Oh, that feels like this energy. It's a time when thoughts are all jumbled together, when one makes a desperate dive for shelter, and the heart beats not from cherishing and being cherished as much as from an abject terror, to be trapped by Lady Death. Aye, the horror of meeting life, death, life force face to face. Ah! Some make the mistake of thinking they are running away from relationship with the lover. They are not. They are not running away from love or the pressures of the relationship. They are trying to outrun the mysterious life-death life force. Psychology diagnoses this as fear of intimacy, fear of commitment. But those are only symptoms. The deeper issue is one of misbelief and distrust. Those who run away forever fear to truly live according to the cycles of wild nature. She's just acting out of fear. I told you, out of lack mentality. She doesn't understand her potential, and she's comparing herself to somebody who's living a potential that she envies. Don't make me envious. You know I'm cool when I see red, and I'm all in my head. You're gonna make me dangerous. That's dangerous. That's real dangerous. Not only to you, but to whoever you're directing your anger towards. Not only are you directing your anger towards somebody who's doing what you want to do, but you're also distorting your field, living in that energy. That's a dangerous combination to be in. You can hurt yourself, you can hurt other people. Okay? Let me plug my phone in real quick. Okay, well, what else? What else? Let's get a higher perspective. You're becoming a galactic human. How can we help Anna change her perspective of her situation? The nervous, circulatory, or consciousness systems tend to mirror this male and female dichotomy and utilize these energies. By observing these reactions, you begin to understand how these various life energies interact in the body of a galactic human. In effect, you begin to learn how the chakras function to maintain the body as a vehicle for light, love, and full consciousness. You guys, I cannot even. You have to honor your energetic field, because you are not human. You are a non-physical being having a human experience. This person's living in their body. I'm here, love, just in and out with the kids. You and those kids. You got those kids on lock. Good for you. I'm so proud of you for taking care of those babies. You make sure you give them my love. Thank you for visiting. So, if this person took more time to understand their emotions and look at their wounds and actually like meditate and actually clear the thoughts in their head, they might not be directing all their anger towards somebody who has nothing to do with what they're going through, you know? So how can we help? What's going on with Anna? What is it with children and stuff? You know, she probably wants children. She's probably at a place in her life where she wants a family, but her behaviors are not, you know, you can't make a pussy talk and have kids at the same time. Like, what are we doing? You can't have a family if you're not even capable of taking care of your own self. You're giving your pussy away like it's, you know, the dollar menu at the friggin' Taco Bell. Like, come on, where's the respect for yourself? Alright, let's see. Let's find out. Where should we go next? I got these new cards for humanity cards, but I don't want to like be, I don't know. Let me see if I can, let's do Imagine Ifs, okay? Let's get to know Anna. Let's see what's going on a deeper level, on a higher perspective of Anna's situation, okay? Let's see if we can help her heal, alright? Let's get a number for Imagine If. If you guys want to pick one, it's 1 through 5. Otherwise, I'm going to make one come out of here. 4. Okay. Imagine if Anna were a cliche. Which would she be? At one with nature. So she probably is very judgmental about spirituality. She could possibly find it to be like annoying or a cliche. But you know, the things that annoy you the most, a 3, I'll do a 3 for the next one. The things that she should be taking that as a cue of something that she needs to do, because usually the thing that you need the most is the thing that you reject the most. All right, I'm going to read 3. So she thinks being at one with nature is a cliche, okay? Imagine if Anna were a beetle. Which Who would she be? What did you say, 3? George. George Hamilton. George Hamilton. She'd be George Hamilton. I don't really know a lot about the Beatles. I do know that there was that conspiracy theory because I got the video for it. It was Paul McCartney's really dead, and it was based upon George's. I don't think his last name's Hamilton actually, but it was based upon George's testimony in his deathbed apparently. But I don't really. Spirit, give me another one. I'm gonna do another one on 3. I don't really know much about them. Imagine if Anna had the deciding vote for an Oscar for the Best Actress. Who would she be? Demi Moore. Demi Moore. Give me more. Give me more. She make the pussy talk. She's never satisfied. It's always like, give me more, give me more. She's always Demi Moore, you know? It's always like, and I'm not talking about Demi Moore as a person, just metaphorically. Demi is halfway. You know, she wants more, but she never wants to go all the way with her efforts. So she's always half stepping it, like a demi step, like a demi lash, a demi whiskey lash. You know, it's only halfway. All right, give me another number. Anybody? I'm gonna roll a die. 4. Imagine if Anna were an insect. What would she be? A butterfly. Anna, you're a butterfly. You're just in your cocoon stage. You're afraid to metamorphosis into a butterfly. You're afraid of your potential. You know, some people are so afraid of succeeding. It's only 1 through 6, Craig, okay? 1 through 6. Some people are so afraid of succeeding and the work it takes to be successful that they'll often self-sabotage themselves. You know? Alright, I'm gonna roll the dice. Alright, I got a 6. If Anna were a board game, what would she be? Candyland. Oh, jeez. You know, the song did say that she's going to private islands popping M's. So she could be possibly on drugs, you know, popping in Candyland, popping pussy and popping candy. She could potentially have a distorted view of her potential and her reality. A Candyland, like she needs it to be a certain way for it to happen for her. It has to be a Candyland in order to succeed, or you know, when you put such expectations on Spirit says to have no expectations, to just be open for the way it can come, because when you try to, just like the book said, you know, not everything, you just want to imagine the way you want it to be in the end. If it were already fully formed, whatever you want to do, you imagine the way you want it to be if you already had it, and the way it feels, and if it makes you feel good emotionally, that's how you manifest. You have to match the feeling of feeling good with the whole plan, or not plan, but the whole end game of what you want. But if you're constantly trying to control how you get to where you want, and what you want has to be a certain way, you really limit the way the universe can bring it to you, and it's like resistance. It creates resistance, and then you don't know any better, so you live in the resistance, and you keep trying. You're like, oh, I'm gonna keep going. Things keep stopping me, but I'm gonna keep going. And that's what this kind of feels like. Like this person gets in their own way because of it has to be like a Candyland, or it's not successful. It has to be this way. And if it's not this way, then I'm not successful. And that's just a distorted view, because it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Anyway, the fun part is imagining, you know, the possibilities, and then seeing what the universe brings you to make it happen. But people always have to control how it comes. And that's the universe's job. You just imagine the way you want it to be, and then the universe will send you things. This person's a chaser. They chase, because they're always putting half effort into their own healing, you know? That's why they gotta sell their pussy, because they want more, but their effort is half of what they want. You know, they're working harder, not smarter. Okay. All right. What else? What else? Let's do some words. Oh, you know what I haven't done in a while? I haven't done Boulder Dash in a while. Let's do some Boulder Dash. No, Spirit says no Boulder Dash. Okay, they said the words. They love words. Spirit gives me amazing words. They're such good vocabulist. I don't know if that's a word. Vocabulist. Ew, ew. I cannot read you right now. I'm reading Anna. I'm reading Anna in the Stop Me Children. Tightly sealed, hermetic. Hermetic, tightly sealed. The hermetic seal of the jar proved impossible to break, airtight, impervious, watertight. This person's beliefs about spirituality, she thinks that going outside and being one with nature is a cliche. And this is a belief that is airtight, it's hermetic. It's hermetic. This is an airtight belief she has, that being spiritual and that nature has anything to do with anything, that it could help her. She's sadly mistaken about that. And it's too bad that she has such a strong belief that's tightly sealed, airtight, impervious, because it's one thing that Spirit says could really help her. Hey, Boyer! Ossify. Ossify, to change into bone, to become hardened, to set in a rigidly conventional pattern. The forensics experts ascertained the body's age based on the degree to which the facial structure had ossified. To change into bone, to become hardened. Yeah, this person's just really rigid. They refuse to change their belief system. They think, I mean, is your belief system helping you so far? I mean, you're a hater. You can't keep this person's name out of your mouth because you hate on them so hard, and you're an escort. You have to have sex to make more money. But you don't want to end your 9 to 5. You work too hard, and you're mad at somebody who has nothing to do with your problems. But you refuse to change your belief systems. You're so tightly sealed that you're so rigid and hardened. It's made you a hardened person because you're not flexible to change. But yet you don't want to change, but you don't want things to stay the same. So what do you want? 2-2, what do you want? This person doesn't ask themselves what they want. They go by what other people might have, and then compare themselves to that. Because this person's definitely comparing themselves to whoever you are, collective, and they're your hater. They can't keep them. Beyonce said, "Keep my fucking name out of your mouth." That's what Beyonce said. I was like, "Damn, Beyonce, you hard, girl." Acidulous. Oh, sour in taste or manner. The acidulous taste of the spoiled milk made a young boy's lips pucker. This person's so high-strung and tightly wound that they put a sour taste in their own mouth. Like, they don't even want to be with themselves. They can't even stand themselves, but yet they can't even look at themselves and change. Why can't they change? Plucky. Courageous, spunky. The plunky young nurse dove into the foxhole, determined to help the wounded soldier. Brave, bold, gutsy, because she's afraid to take chances. She's afraid to make a move. And so she stays in the same stagnant energy because she refuses to change. She doesn't want to change her job. She doesn't want to change anything. But yet what she'll do the same is constantly have sex for money. She's basically an escort. And I don't know why she does that, if she has to do it, or if she's doing it because of her emotional baggage. I'm not sure yet. But she is a hater. We have the Beyonce song, Break My Soul, the Queen's remix. I, mother of my house, vow to keep my fucking mouth to myself. You make me smile. I vow to love thy hater. I believe in you. You can do it. Release your anger. Release your mind. Release your job. Release the time. Release your trade. Release the stress. Release the love. Forget the rest. You can do it. Release, repress, suppress, regress. Redirect all that anger to me. Give it to me. I'm built for this. I can take it. You can do it. So she's directing her anger at somebody who may have, in her perception, the better. She's coveting her neighbor. She's just comparing herself to someone. Hey, but Spirit says she's a butterfly. If she were an insect, out of all these, out of a louse, ant, wasp, praying mantis, and glowworm, she's a butterfly. Spirit says she has so much potential, but she puts herself in a box. Yeah, well, we'll find out why. Why is this person why are they so resistant to change? Iconoclast. Iconoclast. One who opposes established beliefs, customs, and institutions. I told you, this person is so indoctrinated in their belief systems that they can't see past it. And anyone who opposes their beliefs, she has a lack of regard for. She doesn't respect. And because of that, that distorts your field. When you are unable to be flexible in your belief systems, that you, so much so that you judge other people who have different belief systems, she thinks that being at one with nature is cliche. When is nature cliche? When you wouldn't have half the shit you have if it weren't for the nature. Houses, buildings, food, everything comes from nature, and she says it's cliche. You are literally made out of everything the earth is made out of. Minerals, soil, all that. We're literally the same. And this person is so stuck in their beliefs. The one thing that does everything for them, even their medication, which they need to be on if they're not. Or maybe they're taking too much of their medication. I don't know. But that just annoyed the shit out of me when I just thought about that. The one thing that is always there for you, that gives you the air you breathe, oxygen, gives you the gas you put in your car to go to work, the paper that your money's printed on, that you're selling your pussy for, and you think it's cliche. Well, you're lucky I don't kick your ass for saying nature's cliche. I should kick your ass for that. That is disrespectful, that you would smack your mother in the face like that. You should be ashamed of yourself. The one thing you could do is go outside and you think it's cliche because of your belief systems. What does this person believe? Tell me. Let's find out what this person believes. I'd love to know. Oh. Let's see. Nascent. Starting to develop, coming into existence. The advertising campaign was still in nascent stage and nothing had been finalized yet. Embryonic. Because she's a child. She's an embryo in a UFO. So be polite and say hello. She's just a baby, a little baby soul. You know, she hasn't been here many times. She doesn't understand the way things work. You know, she's just a little baby. Okay, she thinks she knows everything. She thinks she has all the answers. She thinks that she knows the end all be all. But yeah, she's selling her pussy. Let me just read this for you. Okay, this is what she's doing. Okay, she thinks she knows everything. Look, boy, this pussy talk English, Spanish, and French. Boy, this pussy talk euros, dollars, and yens. Boy, this pussy talk Bentley Rovers and Benz. Boy, this pussy talk fly private islands to M's. Boy, this pussy talk Birkin Gooch. I think you get it. This person thinks they know everything, and yet their life is falling apart. Isn't that a sign to you that maybe you should change? You want to keep on doing the same things over and over again? And slapping Mother Nature in the face, acting like it's a cliche? You're a cliche. You're literally a cliche. You are projecting. Intractable. Not easily managed or manipulated. Intractable for hours, the wild horse eventually allowed the rider to mount. Stubborn, unruly. She it's just her. She needs her world to be like Candyland, or she's not happy. But she's so stubborn. She must be a Leo or something. I can feel Leo energy. It just feels like the most stubborn person in the world who can't admit that she doesn't have all the answers. Exacerbate to make worse. It is unwise to take aspirin to try to relieve heartburn, since instead of providing relief, it will only exacerbate the problem, aggravate, annoy, intensify, irritate, provoke. Yeah, this person's stubbornness and inability to 333 and inability to change and look at her own self, and she's projecting on this to you collective. And I don't see anything you've done yet, but Spirit says she's a butterfly. Spirit says she's got so much potential, she's just afraid to come out of the cocoon stage. Well, let's find out why. We're here to help, we're not here to judge, okay? Clearly, Spirit's like, well, if you want to keep ignoring what's facing you right in the face, then we're going to get this out. Because she does not understand meanings, they get so angry. Well, she's just a little baby soul, you know. She hasn't been here many times, Spirit says. She's just a little baby soul. So she ain't been around the block, you know. She been around the other block, you know, she gets around like the town bicycle, but she ain't been around the reincarnation block, you know. She thinks that I don't know why she thinks she knows it all. Tell me more. Why is this person so stubborn? Work as a human pinata. Aw, que bien. Because she's just a human punching bag. She doesn't know her own worth, and she allows people to walk all over her. She doesn't stand up for herself, and she holds that all inside of her because she doesn't know how to communicate her needs and her wants. And so she just works, and she has this like false sense of identity where it says in the song at the end, it says she break her back to get put on the map. So it's almost like she's living in her ego, you know. She wants the Birkin bags, and she wants the money, the cars, and she wants all the physical material stuff, and she wonders why, but she's having sex with a lot of people. So we made an episode about sex and energy on Spirit News, where Spirit gives us a higher perspective of what sex is, and it's not what we think. It's actually quite irresponsible energetically to spread yourself far and wide, because energy is transferable. And so whoever you're having sex with, whatever's going on with them, you're going to absorb that into your field and become what their traumas are, what their emotional hangups are, and it'll leave you so distorted you don't know what's going on. And you'll think it's you because you don't understand energy. And that's why we teach you about energy on Spirit News. Spirit, I cannot. Uh, if you had, if, if you had, if you had to have clitorises all over your body, this person, this person thinks that pleasure is love. Okay, they're like a human-sized clitoris. Okay, that's why they have sex. That's why they have to have sex all the time, because they have a sex addiction, because they think that sex is love. They might as well have clitorises all over their body, because that's how they receive love, and that's not love. That's a clear distortion in your field if you think that having sex with multiple people to have orgasms is love or intimacy. That's not what it is. I didn't mean to laugh. I just did not expect that. I'm not laughing at Anna. I'm just laughing about have clitorises all over your body. So she's a human pinata. She might as well have clitorises all over her body. If you had to, there are swarms of spiders living in your house. Swarms of spiders living in her house. I don't know if that's literal or metaphorical. Can you tell me more? Because this is the second. I have butterflies and then a swarm of spiders. This could be referring to the people she allows in her house. 4 on the clock. Maybe each personality only holds a small amount of memory, so understand what is accessible. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I think we all contain. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's true. I would like to think that we're all able to access things if we allow ourselves, because it's all about what you believe, right? If you believe that only certain people can access it, then that's what you believe. But I believe that anyone can access universal knowledge if they're open to it. And once you are open to anything, and it doesn't matter the way it comes, you can like loosen the grip a little. You know, this person needs to loosen the grip of control. That clearly she has no control. And I think the swarm of spiders of living in your house refers to people she lets in her house or people she chooses to interact with. They could possibly be toxic. Everywhere you go, you trigger natural disasters. Oh shit. This person is possibly cursed. Because the only thing that would trigger a natural disaster besides God is someone who's cursed. Splitting. What's splitting? I don't know what splitting is. This person could potentially be cursed. Or they just... Everywhere you go, you trigger natural disasters. Reply to questions using only Bible scriptures. There it is. Her belief systems. This person's a religious person. They think they're a Bible thumper. They think that only, you know, that's why they probably are so against nature. Like, where in the Bible does it say be against nature, that nature's cliche? Like, what are you talking about? That annoys me. The world's entire water supply comes from a spigot on your forehead. This person thinks they're the center of the universe, that water comes from their forehead because they are imbalanced and they're a human pinata. So anyone who they see doing better than them, they have to assert dominance over them because they're unhealed, because they're not where they want to be, they're not doing what they want to do. They're a human-sized clitoris. They have clitorises all over their body. I don't know if this person has multiple personalities, but I don't see that yet. But you never know. Spend your childhood at Neverland with Michael Jackson. Ugh. This person was molested as a child. This person was molested as a child by someone that it's over half clitorises all over your body. This person was introduced to sex at a young age, and so she has a distortion about her worth, her value, and what love is. Love is not sex. Love is not sex. Love is something you experience even outside of sex. And intimacy is not sex either. Masturbate midfield on stage at the Super Bowl halftime show. This person has a sex addiction. That's the swarm of spiders that come in and out of her house. She's constantly having people coming in and out because she's an escort, or she's 4/4, or she sells her, she takes money for sex. And she does it because she has a sex addiction. She's constantly masturbating. She'll masturbate on the drop of a dime. She'll masturbate at work. She'll masturbate in the car. Because her body has clitorises all over it. She thinks that physical pleasure is some kind of relief for her and what she's going through. Oh, it's sad. It's very sad. It makes me sad for her. Have your failures broken down on SportsCenter nightly. I don't know. I don't know if this is referring to my read, but it's on top of everywhere you go, you trigger natural disasters. So I think she's just constantly reminded about how she's a failure. And even when she watches TV, even if she watches something like Sports Center. Hello, welcome, Robbie Green. Thank you so much for being here. So this person knows that they're not where they want to be. Okay, and so that's why they direct their anger towards you, collective, because they perceive you as having it all. Why does she get to have, or she or he, why do they get to have it all? Why do they have this? Why do they have that? But this person doesn't know anything about you. All they see is what they want to see. They don't know what goes on in your life. They don't know if you're being abused or if things are done behind the scenes. They don't know that. All they see is what they want to see, because they're some kind of Bible thumper that thinks that they know everything. They know everything. They think the world's water supply comes from their forehead. And it doesn't. And it's because of their childhood wounds. They have a sex addiction. They get treated as a human pinata because they don't know how to set boundaries, because their boundaries were crossed. Ooh. Spirit, please protect me from any projection that anyone's projecting at me. I just felt someone choke my neck. This person is very angry at you, collective, because they think that you don't deserve to have what you have, and they hate on you, and they spread rumors and lies about you, even though they're an escort taking money for sex and they can't stop masturbating. They have toxic people that they let in their house and in their body constantly. They were molested as a child. They have a lot of things, and they're a Bible thumper. So they think that nature is cliche and that you're cliche. I'm sorry, I can't date anyone unless they're a divine masculine, or I lose my powers. So you'll have to be a divine masculine if you wanna have a seat with a divine femme. Relive the same day over and over again. Oh, and it's right on top of questions using only Bible scriptures. So something may have happened in church, or with somebody in church, or somebody she trusted from church, and she relives that day over and over in her head. And that's probably why she uses the Bible or religion as a way to defend herself or defend her beliefs, because she's very stubborn in her beliefs. She actually aggravates and makes it worse for herself. She exacerbates her own problems by being so stubborn and unable to change. She uses the Bible as some kind of excuse to act this way. Let's see, fairy tale. Alright. Thank you so much, Spirit. Please tell us in a fairy tale what's up with Anna. Tom Thumb. I've never heard of Tom Thumb in my life. Let's see. 7-league boots. In the grim story, a witch mistakenly kills her own daughter and puts on similar boots. What? Not realizing that he has slain his daughters, the ogre decides to play a trick on his wife by telling her to go upstairs and dress the 7 sleeping boys. Like his daughters, he manages to pick everything off the bones, more like a grand seigneur than a fairy tale monster. This ogre always has a knife or fork at hand. She could potentially have an eating disorder. Oh shit, damn. Oh shit, damn. Oh shit, damn. Oh my god, please no. Please no. I hope. I'm just going to show you the picture. A massive ogre seizes one of the boys, hoping to turn him into a tasty morsel for dinner. His children. Thanks to the resourcefulness of the wife, the ogre decides to fatten them up before dining on them. Tom can no longer be distinguished from his other siblings. She could have possibly, it says, Anna stop me children. I think that her religion might involve eating children. Listen to this. Tom Thumb explained that they were poor children who had lost their way in the forest and who had come begging for a night's lodging. Noticing that what lovely children they were, the women began to weep. Alas, my poor children, don't you realize where you are? Spirit burps. Haven't you heard that this house belongs to an ogre who eats little children? Alas, madam, answered Tom Thumb, who was trembling as visibly as his brothers. What shall we do? If you don't take us in, the wolves in the forest will surely devour us this very night. That being the case, we might as well be eaten by your husband. If you plead for us, maybe he will take pity on us. And this says, reply to questions only using Bible scriptures. Maybe they don't believe in the Bible, but they believe in a different religion, because relive the same day over and over only replies the Bible questions, and she's stubborn, and what she did is only aggravating and exacerbating what she's going through. She triggers natural disasters, and she has a sex addiction, she could possibly have a drug addiction. I think this person worships the devil, and they may have killed and eaten a child, and they relive that day over and over again. Wow, I'm shocked. I am so fucking shocked. I did not see that coming. Oh, Anna, what did you do to change into bone, to become hardened? Yeah, that would definitely harden you. She probably lives in regret every day, reliving the same day over and over again, trying to forget that she killed and ate a child. Bye, Jacoby. Thank you. Don't let the kids hear this one. Surprise! A birthday party for you. Oh, it happened at a party. Look at all the dark people in the background, shadow people. So this is something that happened at a party, a surprise birthday party. The artificial intelligence that will one day enslave humanity. This person was infiltrated by people who were toxic because she wants the clout. She wanted the clout, so she probably did something crazy to get money and fame. You know? Oh. Spirit, please tell us what she did. George Lucas, at the exact moment he thought of Jar Jar Binks. Yeah, she thought that was a good idea. She thought it was easy. She thought it'd be... I don't know what she thought. She probably wasn't in her right mind if she was at a party Probably not the best time to do a child human sacrifice when you're drinking, doing drugs. Your parents on the night they conceived you. Let's try the new waterbed tonight. This could have possibly been something that her parents initiated, or maybe her parents got her into the religion that she's into that initiated this, and they could have possibly involved her into this party. All of your mom's closest friends, along with all of her closest friends, this was something she had to do with her family. Wow. A violent barbarian on a pillaging spree. Yeah, because she's in devil energy. She must have an entity attachment. She's probably showing bouts of anger, depression. She's probably showing signs of violence and extreme anger. She probably has a negative energy attachment. A swarm of bird-sized mosquitoes that will reproduce and take over the world. Yeah. She was used and abused, and she got tricked into doing some sacrifice with a child that she did partake in it, but she probably was not in the right mind. She seems to be going through a lot. She did it for the clout, for riches, and for fame, and they freaking ate her up like a bunch of giant bird-sized mosquitoes. They sucked her dry. They used and abused her because she doesn't know boundaries, because whatever religion her parents got her into is sacrificial in nature. A horrible 10-year-old influencer who makes way more money than you. She was comparing herself. She did something that I think she was sexually molested as a child, and that was her ultimate wound and where her boundary was crossed. And then she got to a place of development in her life where she wanted the easy route. She didn't want to work hard. She wanted it easy, the shortcut. So she went to a birthday party, and there was artificial intelligence there, or metaphorically just somebody who's like robotic, and there was a swarm of bird-sized mosquitoes that were ready to suck her dry, and they gave her what's it called, a deal. They said, hey, they probably made it sound really good, like, hey, yeah, you want to be rich? Oh, it's easy. You just, we're just gonna have this party. We'll invite you. You come to the party, and you just gotta, it's like a barbecue, you know? And then she goes, and they get her drunk and high, and she's like, oh, having a good time, and boom, here comes the violent barbarian to smack a child down on the slab to take a little morsel of it, like, wow. Oh. A team of young girl superheroes fighting to make the world a better place. She definitely had another idea in mind. This was not where she thought she was going. I'll tell you that right now. She thought she was going to make the world a better place. Instead, she got caught up in something that I don't think she really understood the consequences of, honestly. I don't think she really understood the consequences of this. It says stop me, so I don't know if this, I think she could possibly be possessed. What was the best part of middle school? Oh geez, this could have been something that happened in middle school. Oh my god. Or maybe the best part of middle school is that this didn't happen. Oh hey! 111? It was 54:54 on the clock. I don't know what time it is right now. It's 8:12 here. It was 8:11 a second ago. What's the weirdest dream you've ever had? It wasn't a dream, honey. This is real life. You made a big boo-boo. How can we help her? I don't know where to go from here. Oh, you know what? I know what to do. Hell to pay. Tell me more about what Anna did. So this is what Anna did. Look who it is, Sebastian Stone. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you too, my friend. Marco, have some dignity, you crazy bastard. This must be her drinking. So she could potentially have a drinking and drug problem. Sid said, I intend to eat every bite of this myself, and we can order more, and of course another bottle. The muscles Fra Diavolo are unbeatable. So she has a spending problem. She overspends and she drinks too much. Please tell me your lovely wife is in the vicinity. It is nice to see you, but without her, you are barely half a man. Yet another true statement. Maya's not with me, and I don't have time to eat, but I'll have a glass with you. I need a favor, a big one. So you see, whoever this fellow is, he brings quite a bit of firepower. Maya's injured, and I could use some backup when I go after him. I do see Sebastian, but the devil's dollar is your quarry. I told you guys, I think she made a deal with the devil. The fourth target of the shrouded college. Mine was the eighth, the cold witch in Siberia. And I succeeded, melted her down to nothing. My debt to the college is paid. I am free to live. This person made a deal with the devil. They're not free to live and to love. I know, Marco, and I don't like asking, but this isn't about helping the college. It's about Maya and me. Maya's pregnant. Oh, you fool, you stupid, randy fool. Dear God, how far along is she? About a month. Help him, Marco. Are you certain, my dear? If we were in this position and you came to a friend for aid, would you want to be turned away? You are stupid, troubling, viral Irishman. But I obey Violet in all things. I will help you, Sebastian. Let's go steal some coins. Oh my God, what? Look, this man turns into like this thing. He turns into like this. Oh, right here. Your recruits ate like pigs last night. During the party? Good, they'll all be asleep for the journey and they will be awake. Oh, what? Oh, look, there's a demon right here. I think this person made a deal with a dark entity at a party, and I think she made it because of a pregnancy, or I just incurred a hefty debt, friend, and the payment is due. Kill him, is that all? I might have done that for free. You know... Oh, God. This person definitely made some kind of deal. I see a party, I see a Ouija board. They might have had like a seance or something, or she may have went to a party as a as an escort or as a date of someone that she was dating. And this party was prestigious. She likes to have nice things. She likes to buy nice things. She likes to look like she has more than she has. She was probably drunk. She was drinking a lot. She wanted to seem like she fit in. I don't know how to. We'll look in the kingdom of the cults. Spirit, thank you so much for giving her the messages. How can we help Anna understand what she's going through? There are other instances of plagiarism from the King James Bible, including paraphrases of certain verses. One of these verses, John 1, is reproduced in 3 Nephi. The only difficulty with the paraphrase here is that the text is considered by scholars to be an interpolation missing from all major manuscripts of the New Testament, but present in the King James Bible, which Smith paraphrases not knowing the difference. Paraphrased. Anachronisms and contradictions. Not only does the Book of Mormon plagiarize the Book of Mormon, that might be her religion that her parents made her get into. Not only does the Book of Mormon plagiarize heavily from the King James Bible, but it betrays a great lack of information and background on the subject of world history and the history of the Jewish people. The Jaredites apparently enjoyed glass windows with the miraculous barges in which they crossed the ocean. The steel and the compass were known to Nephi despite the fact that neither had been invented, demonstrating once again that Joseph Smith was a poor student of history and of Hebrew customs. This person is a Mormon, and they did something under the Mormon religion that they can't stop thinking about that made them turn. They could have possibly put a negative energy attachment on them, and that's why they have a sex addiction. That's why they're showing bouts of violence. That's why they have a drug addiction, an eating addiction. This person is under the false pretenses of a dark energy attachment that was given to her by doing something that she totally regrets and that she doesn't like thinking about, but yet she thinks about it every day. She's cursed. She causes natural disasters everywhere she goes because of what she did. Mormons sometimes attempt to defend Nephi's possession of a compass not in existence in this time. Anna, you need to go to a church. You need to go to a church right away and call the diocese. You are possessed. You're not yourself. You have to go now. This isn't my area of expertise. I have no idea what to do about energy attachments like that, dark energy attachments. I know that they can't exist if you do high vibratory things like listen to fun music or I don't know. I have no idea. Spirit, what can I do? It is much easier to think in the negative than the positive, so many feel the impact of sadness, the sense of the imbalance, but it would be better not to allow the negative to control the thinking or feeling, for then you cannot be effective in controlling your mind or creative energy. Do you understand? There is a rebirth, if you would, of this planet. Many of you can achieve that balance and attunement with yourselves, within yourselves. Do this first, and then the energy is radiated out to others, which assists in the growth of humankind. Each being counts in the fifth dimension change. The urgency, the anxiousness that many of you feel is caused by the vibration that is creating the changes. The energy that is making an impact on the activating the planet now has been, that's what we talk about in the time jump. If you want to know more about the energy shift on the time jump, that's on Spirit News. And it says that it's a direct, I told you that in the time jump, that the switch of energy will be it will directly affect you if you're not clearing your field. The planet now has been opened up from the universe. It has to do with what you call astrological alignments, with bringing the energy of the universe forth. The conscious mind cannot perceive all that is happening in this period of time, But the human being, the human experience, the soul or the spirit, the electromagnetic field that you are, is finally attuned to these vibrations. So I told you guys what is happening now is that you're sensing the shifts and changes and the urgency of this period. But this does not mean you have to fear. Be clear with within your own being. Be fully present with yourself. Creates a peaceful being fully present with yourself creates a peacefulness, a balance within, a non-attachment, a non-judgment in which you can continue to live your life and interact with others in an unconditional loving way. I'm gonna read a Unfuck Yourself, Anna, and I don't know what else to tell you, but you definitely did something that opened up a portal inside of yourself for dark energy attachment, and that is one reason why you're having a hard time changing, because that negative energy attachment does not want you to change. It wants you to stay in the state you are, but the energy we're going into because of the energy shift is a direct contradiction to that, so it feels even more yucky. So you need to unfuck yourself. It's much more powerful to come to terms with life's unpredictability and to engage with your circumstances for what they actually are than to get bogged down by your refusal to let go of unnecessary, unproductive expectations. Stop being so judgmental of others, stop being so judgmental of yourself, and let go of your expectations. Okay? I love you. Bye.